Hello students, in this video we will discuss the solution of the question from 11 to 15 from exercise of chapter 2. So let's start. The question number 11 is let A belongs to a group and A to the power 12 is identity. Then we need to express the inverse of each element A to the power 6, A to the power 8 and A to the power 11 in form of A, K. So because we need to express them in terms of A to the power ak for some positive k, it means that the group is multiplicative, because usually in multiplicative group we used to write the powers A to the power n. Let us start. So what we have been given, A to the power 12 equals to identity. So this would imply that A to the power 12, we need to find the inverse of A. So let us multiply both sides by inverse of A, that is A inverse. So this would imply A to the power 11, that is this side becomes A to the power 11 and right hand side becomes A to the power negative 1. So inverse of A is A to the power 11. So interesting is that the sum of these two, that is if we add them 1 and plus 1, leave this negative sign, so it should become 12. So similarly we can find the inverse of A to the power 6. So A to the power 12 equals to identity would imply A to the power 12 into A to the power negative 6 equals to A to the power negative 6. This would imply from here left hand side becomes A to the power 6 equals to A to the power negative 6. That is A to the power 6 equals to A to the power 6 to the power negative 1. It means that the inverse of A to the power 6 is A to the power 6. So here also we see that the sum of 6 and 6 is 12. So similarly A to the power 12 equals to identity, and let us multiply both sides with A to the power negative 8. So this is equal to A to the power negative 8. This implies that A to the power 4 equals to A to the power 8 negative 1. So now A to the power 12 equals to identity would imply that A to the power 12 A to the power 11 negative 11 equals to A to the power negative 11. So this would imply that A to the power negative 11 equals to A to the power 1, that is A. It means A to the power 11 inverse equals to A. So inverse of A is A to the power 11, A to the power 6 is inverse of A to the power 6, A to the power 4 is inverse of A to the power 8, and inverse of A to the power 11 is A. So in every case, if you leave the negative sign from here, so sum of powers of both is equals to 12. So let us take up next question. Question number 12. In U9, we need to find the inverse of these elements 2, 7 and 8. So solution, recall that U9 has elements 1, those elements which are less than 9 and relatively prime to 9. So 1 and then 2 and then 4, then 5, then 7, then 8. So these are the elements in U9, and of course the operation is multiplication modulo 9. So let us make a Cayley table. Multiplication modulo 9, this is the operation 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. 1 2 4 5 7 and 8. So let us fill first row, because when we multiply each element of this row by 1, so they will give the same thing: 4 5 7 8 2 4 5 7 and 8. So when we multiply 2 and 2, so this is 4, and then 2 into 4, that is 8, and 2 into 5, 10. 10 divided by 9, and it will remain 1, and then 2 into 7, that is 14. 14 divided by 9, this will leave remainder 5, and then we have 2 into 8, 16. 16 divided by 9, the remainder is 7. So similarly, this row also we can fill. 4 is there, then 8, then 7, then 2 and 1, and then 5. Then this row, 1, 5 to the 10, and 10 divided by 9, remainder is 1, then 2, then 7, then 8 and 4, then 5, then 1, then 8, then 4 and 2. So similarly, the last row is 7, 5 and 4 and 2 and 1. So let us find out the identity in each row and column. So I'm just marking them. The identity element. Identity element appears only once in each row and each column. So that is clear from here. So 1 is the inverse of 1, both that is 1 is self inverse, and 2 inverse of 2 is what we see, that is 5. So inverse of 2 is 5, and what we need, inverse of 7. Inverse of 7 inverse of 7 is 4. Inverse of 7 is 4. As we see, that is 7 into 4, that is 28, and 28 divided by 9, so it will be 27, and remainder will be 1. Just if you can see, it is 9 and 28, so 3 times, then 27, and remainder is 1. So 7 and 4 are inverse of each other. And then for 8, so 8 is self inverse, as we see from here. So 8 is inverse of itself. So 5 is inverse of 2, 4 is inverse of 7, 8 is inverse of 8. So this is the answer of question number 12. Let us consider the next question. Translate each of the following multiplicative expressions into its additive counterpart. For help, I have kept this table here. So what we see when we write AB or A dot B in multiplicative group, we used to write A plus B in additive group. Identity is either denoted by E or 1. In additive group, it is by 0. Multiplicative inverse is denoted by A to the power negative 1, and in additive group, additive inverse is denoted by negative A. Similarly, power of A is A to the power n, and in additive group, n times of A. A to the power n means in multiplicative group A and times n times, and in multiplicative group NA means we need to add A n times. So what is in the power in multiplicative group, they comes as multiple of A. So here as multiple of A. A to the power n means n times of A. So let us start solving one by one. First one, A square B cube. So this we can translate in additive group, as we are seeing in additive group. So 2 times of a to the power n is equivalent to na, 2 times of a, and because there is a multiplication between a square and b cube, so we need to write 3 times of b. So 2a plus 3b. So next question, next part, a to the power negative 2 and b to the power minus 1 c whole square of this one. So how we can write? We can write a to the power minus 2 means negative 2 times of a plus 2 times of b inverse c. B inverse means minus b, and because there is a multiplication between b inverse and c, we write b plus minus b plus c, and then this is equivalent to, and then c part, ab square to the power minus 3 and c square equals to identity. So let us see, because power is negative 3, so we write minus 3 here, and a plus 2 times of b, because there is a multiplication between a and b square, and into c square, it means 2 times of c. In additive group, we know the identity is additive identity is denoted by 0, so we write it here 0. So this is the equivalent expression in additive group as compared to the multiplicative expression. So let us consider the next question, question number 14. For group element a, b, a, c, express a, b whole cube and this a, b to the power minus 2 and c whole to the power negative 2 without parenthesis. So you need to remove parenthesis. So consider a, b cube. So because here we just need to remove the parenthesis, so we consider the operation as only multiplicative group, because here we see that power is coming, not some expression n times of a is coming. So ab cube means we need to write ab time ab 3 times, ab and ab, something like this. As we know, a to the power n is a into a dot 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 a, how many times? N times. So let us consider a, b to the power minus 2 and c to the power negative 2. So we need to write without the bracket. So because here minus 2, so we need to do something to make here 2. So a, b to the power minus 2 and c to the power minus 1, and again we can put it as whole square. So this is equals to now reversal law, as we know, a, b to the power negative 1 equals to b inverse and a inverse. So we can write c inverse b square and a to the power minus 1 and square of this one. So we can write this 2 times, c to the power minus 1 and b square a to the power minus 1 and c inverse b square a to the power minus 1. So this is the equivalent expression for this one, and for this one we have already written here. So let us consider the next question, question number 15. What we have been given, a, b belongs to some group, and a to the power 5 and b to the power 7 are identity. So given that a to the power 5 equals to identity, b to the power 7 equals to identity. Because a to the power 5 is identity, it means they are talking about some multiplicative group. So now we need to find this one. So what we need? We need to find, if we can find a to the power minus 2 and b to the power minus 4, then we can write the equivalent expression without using negative exponent. So from a to the power 5 equals to identity, we can write just multiply both sides with a to the power negative 2. So a to the power negative 2, and this is equals to a to the power 3, this one a to the power 3 equals to a to the power minus 2. Similarly, b to the power 7, this is equals to identity, and then this implies b to the power 7. What we need? B to the power minus 4. So b to the power negative 4 multiply both sides. So this is equals to b to the power 3 equals to b to the power minus 4. So we have the value of this one and this one too. So now consider the first one, a to the power minus 2, b to the power minus 4. So this is equals to, let us substitute values, equivalent values from here. So a to the power negative 2 equals to a cube, and this is b cube. So b cube. Alright, so let us consider next one. This one first is complete. Let us second, a square b to the power 4 to the power minus 2. We can write it as a to the power 2 b to the power 4 to the power negative 1 and whole to the power 2. So this is equals to b to the power negative 4 a to the power negative 2 square. We have just used the ab whole inverse equals to b inverse and a inverse, reversal law, and this is equals to now we can write b to the power negative 4 is b cube and a to the power negative 2 equals to a cube. So whole square, because we do not need to remove the parenthesis and all, there is nothing like that like previous question, so we will keep this as it is. So this is the answer of the second part. So with this we will stop today. In the next videos we will continue discussing the solution of remaining questions and also some particular topics of our group theory. Thank you very much.